One of the most startling and little-known facts about Adolf Hitler is that he was once nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, a deeply ironic gesture that was actually intended as satire. The nomination occurred in 1939, shortly before the outbreak of World War II, and was submitted by Eric Brandt, a Swedish politician who was openly critical of both Hitler and fascism. Brandt's intention was not to honor Hitler, but rather to mock the growing support for appeasement policies and to criticize certain members of the Swedish establishment who seemed overly sympathetic to totalitarian leaders. At the time, the Nobel Peace Prize had been under scrutiny for political reasons, particularly after it was awarded to Karl von Ossietzky, a German pacifist and outspoken critic of the Nazi regime, in 1935. That decision had already angered Hitler and led to a ban on Germans accepting any future Nobel Prizes. Brandt's sarcastic nomination of Hitler was meant to highlight the absurdity of global leaders turning a blind eye to Hitler's escalating aggression, and to underscore the hypocrisy of those who still viewed him as a legitimate figure of peace or diplomacy. Brandt quickly withdrew the nomination, recognizing that satire can be dangerously misunderstood, especially in tense political climates. Nevertheless, the fact that Hitler's name was ever officially submitted, even as a joke, has lived on as a chilling historical footnote. It also underscores the volatility of the pre-war period, when international responses to Nazi Germany were still inconsistent and sometimes dangerously naive. In hindsight, the nomination serves as a dark reminder of how close the world was to underestimating the threat Hitler posed. While the nomination was never taken seriously by the Nobel Committee, it became one of those ironic moments in history where satire and symbolism collided with brutal reality. Today, it stands as a cautionary tale about the misuse of symbolic gestures and the power of political protest, even when wrapped in irony.